UNIVAC computer located in Nashville via a remote unit installed in your hospital. For the most sophisticated in computer services at a price you can afford, see Computer Communications Corporation, 1600.
The Just Right team has the ball. The ball is snapped. It's a pass. And Just Right scores again. The best way for you to score big at home with your team is to serve them piping bowls of Just Right chili. Like Master Just Right, you'll be the hero of the day. Just Right chili. It's the flavor fullest.
Channel 5, Nashville.
This is Election Night, Tennessee, with Chris Clark and Jerry Gold reporting. Brought to you by your local Coca-Cola bottlers.
Good evening. The polls in Middle Tennessee closed about 23 minutes ago. There are reports that there were lines outside of most of the polling places. Those in line will have an opportunity to vote, so our report from the 5th District and others in the Middle Tennessee area somewhat delayed. With 43% of the precincts counted in the state, however, Nixon continues to maintain his lead with 42% of the vote. Humphrey has 26% of the vote, and George Wallace has 32% of the vote. Those are the returns in with just 43% of the precincts counted. That's some 1,129 precincts. Checking the 4th district totals now for the congressional race, 313 precincts are in. That's 64 of the precincts counted so far. Evans was declared a winner by Channel 5 News some hour and a half ago, and that still maintains his lead at 65% to Bowles' 35%. In the 6th district, we have about 28% of those precincts counted thus far, and it shows the incumbent Anderson still leading Ronnie Page. Anderson has some 59% of the vote, and Page has 41% of the vote. In the 7th district, and this is the one that the Republicans had high hopes of gaining, it appears that Ray Blanton is the winner in that race. He has 68% of the vote, and Williams, his Republican contender, has 32%. That's with 131 precincts, or 32% of the precincts counted. That was a big hope for Republicans, but it looks like they have now lost that to Blanton. He is the winner with 68% of the votes counted thus far. Jerry Gold will be along in a moment to have a look at some of the local races, but first, this message from the Coca-Cola Company.
You know the great thing about Coca-Cola?
Yes, I do.
It's simply that things go better with Coke, because...
Excuse me, I noticed that what you said just now appeared there over your head.
Coke has the taste you never get tired of. Yesterday, for example, had a rough morning. Coca-Cola helped me through.
Oh, I'm sorry. Your exact words, back there, right over your head.
Then at lunch, naturally, had a Coke with my hamburger. Food is one of the things I mean when I say things go better with Coke.
The phenomenon just repeated itself.
Now, about 4:30, I needed some get up and go.
Do you think it would work for me? George L. Edwards, Manasquan, New Jersey.
Get up and go.
Nothing.
So that meant Coca-Cola again. Coke has that taste you never get tired of, right?
Right. That's why things go better with Coke. There! Just now, for me! It did it for me! Things go better with Coke. Things go better with Coke. With Coca-Cola, things go better. Things go better with Coke.
What, you got a thing about Coca-Cola?
Only one of the 5 Constitutional Convention questions which were put to Tennessee voters today is being disfavored. The most controversial, question 3, is leading, but by a slimmer margin than earlier. 5,691 currently for question 3, while some 3,200 Tennesseans voted against it. Regarding the other questions, the one Tennessee voters apparently are to defeat, although that margin is still slim. Against question 1, 6,400. For it, 6,200. For question 2, some 11,700 Tennesseans voted for it. Against it, 6,700. In favor of question 4, some 6,900. Against it, 5161. For question 5, overwhelming approval, as 13,000 voted for it, and some 5,000 voted against it. In returns from Kentucky, the earliest closing polls in the nation, as you know by now, indicate congressional races in that state are going much as expected. In the Channel 5 viewing area, which includes the 1st, 2nd, and 5th districts of Kentucky, Representative Frank Stubblefield of Murray was unopposed and, of course, will resume his post. In the 2nd District, Representative William H. Natcher, a Bowling Green Democrat, defeated Attorney Robert Simmons, a Republican, in that race. The tally from Bowling Green shows Natcher with some 8,800 votes to Simmons 6,500. In the 5th District, Representative Tim Lee Carter, a Tompkinsville physician, is shown to be out in front. He's going to win considerably over Thomas Jefferson Roberts, a Democrat from Middlesboro. Roberts is an attorney. And also Charles Peace of Corbin, who listed himself as a candidate under the American Anti-Communist Party. That 5th District in Kentucky is largely a mountain coal mining region and has traditionally been a GOP stronghold since the Civil War. Chris?
We'll be back in 23 minutes with more local election returns.
Tune in again at 7:55 for more up-to-the-minute election returns on Election Night Tennessee, brought to you by your local Coca-Cola bottlers. And remember,
you can always tell the man who has one.
Earl is new here at Colonial Bread, and he just found out that one of our most important ingredients is time. 8 hours of it. We take 3 more hours than we have to. Earl thinks that's pretty wonderful. Why doesn't everybody make bread this way?
Channel 5, Nashville.
CBS News coverage of Election Night 68 continues. Reporting from election headquarters, correspondent Walter Cronkite. With over CBS News coverage of Election Night 68 continues.